You're not getting disrespected because of your looks or your status. The real problem is you don't recognize the behaviors that actually earn respect, and most men completely miss them. The bad news? If you keep ignoring these signs, you'll keep getting overlooked, interrupted, and underestimated. So in this video, I'll show you exactly what those 9 behaviors look like and why they work. The good news? Once you see them, you can start using them immediately, and people will feel the shift in just weeks. Let's start. You stay centered when things tilt. Picture this. You're in a meeting at the office and the client just killed the proposal everyone spent weeks on. The room tenses up. Your colleague starts getting defensive, voice rising. Your boss looks rattled. And you take a breath. Lean back slightly. Let the tension pass through you instead of hijacking you. When chaos hits, people instinctively look for the steadiest person in the room. You become the guy they turn to, not because you have all the answers, but because you're not losing your mind. This works at the gym too. Equipment breaks mid-set, someone's hogging 3 benches. You don't huff or complain. You adapt, find another way. Your calm becomes contagious, and that's power people remember. You speak with weight, not volume. You're at a diner with a few acquaintances. Everyone's talking over each other, throwing opinions around like confetti. Then someone asks you what you think. You pause, just 2 seconds. Then you speak, calm, deliberate, like you've already thought it through. That pause makes people lean in. They realize you're not scrambling to prove yourself, you're just sure. Compare that to the guy who jumps in immediately, filling every gap with words. He sounds desperate. Watch this happen at the coffee shop too. The barista asks if you want your usual. You don't just blurt, "Yeah." You make eye contact, nod, say, "That'd be great, thanks." 3 extra seconds. But suddenly you're not just another transaction, you're present. Women pick up on this immediately. When you don't rush your words, it signals you've got nothing to prove. And men who have nothing to prove get respected by default. You're consistent, even when no one's watching. You tell a woman at the coffee shop you'll text her later, and you do. Not 3 days later with some weak excuse. You actually follow through. Or at work, you say you'll have that report done by Friday. Thursday night, it's in their inbox. Most men are conditionally reliable. They show up when it benefits them, when someone's watching, when it's convenient. But your effort doesn't change based on who's in the room. Here's where it gets interesting. People test this without telling you. That coworker who asks you to grab lunch next week, she's watching to see if you remember. When you consistently follow through on small things, people stop questioning the big things. That assumption works in your favor every single time. You hold boundaries without hostility. You're at the gym. Someone asks to work in on your machine for the 3rd time today. You've got 2 sets left. You don't snap, but you also don't fold. I've got 2 more sets, should be about 5 minutes. You're welcome to wait or grab another bench. Calm, clear, done. Most guys either cave immediately or get weirdly aggressive about it. You're neither. You're just clear about what works for you. This plays out everywhere. A friend keeps asking to borrow money. You say no without a long explanation. A woman you're not interested in keeps texting. You're polite, but direct about where you stand. When you hold boundaries calmly, people stop testing them. They realize you're not going to bend just to avoid discomfort, but you're also not going to make them feel like garbage for asking. That combination is what makes people respect your space without resenting you for it. You treat everyone with the same steady respect. Watch how a man treats the server at a restaurant when he's on a first date. That tells you everything. Your tone doesn't shift, whether it's your boss, the barista at the coffee shop, or the guy cleaning the gym equipment. You're steady, polite, present. A guy will be charming with someone he wants to impress, then dismissive with someone who doesn't matter. The woman he's trying to impress, she catches it, and her respect drops instantly. How you treat people who can't do anything for you reveals who you actually are. The guy who thanks the grocery store clerk with the same energy he uses with his boss, that's character. And women are watching, not just how you treat them, but how you treat everyone else when you think it doesn't count. You recover gracefully. You're giving a presentation at the office. Mid-sentence, you blank, totally lose your train of thought. Most guys would panic, stammer, apologize 3 times. You pause, smile slightly. Lost it for a second. Anyway, here's the point. And you move on. Women notice this constantly. Maybe you're talking to someone at the coffee shop and you mispronounce something. Instead of spiraling, you laugh it off. Clearly haven't said that word out loud before. Or you're at the gym and drop a weight awkwardly. You don't look around to see who saw. You just reset and keep going. That ease with imperfection makes people trust you more. Because you're not fragile. You don't need everything to go perfectly to stay composed. Respect doesn't come from being flawless. It comes from showing people that even when you slip, you're still standing. You don't let disrespect slide. Someone makes a subtle dig at you during a group conversation at the office. Not loud enough for everyone to catch, but you heard it. You don't react emotionally, but you also don't let it pass. That sounded like a shot. Was it? Calm, direct, steady. You're calling it without escalating. You're not starting a scene, but you're making it crystal clear. Your silence is a choice, not weakness. Most men either explode, which makes them look unstable, or they let it slide and quietly resent it later. You're doing neither. You're addressing it in real time with control. A woman watching this, she's taking notes, because she's wondering how you'd handle disrespect toward her if you were together. That moment says more than 100 compliments ever could. You give honest praise. You notice the barista at your usual coffee spot actually got your complicated order perfect. Most people say nothing. You pause. You nailed that. Appreciate the attention to detail. Short, genuine, done. Most compliments feel empty. Good job means nothing because everyone says it without looking up from their phone. But when you acknowledge specific effort, when you actually saw what someone did and named it, that sticks. Try this at work. Your coworker stayed late to fix something that wasn't even their responsibility. You walk over. That was solid of you. Didn't go unnoticed. It takes 5 seconds, but people remember it for weeks. Because you're not handing out praise to get something back. You're just noticing what deserves to be noticed. You leave situations better than you found them. A project wraps up at work. It didn't go how anyone hoped. You're frustrated, but when it's time to move on, you don't drag the resentment into the next meeting. You reset, show up clean. Or maybe you've been talking to a woman for a few weeks and she decides it's not a match. You don't get bitter or cold. You stay gracious. No worries, take care. That exit matters more than most men realize. People talk. They tell others how you handled it. And your reputation, the thing that actually opens doors, is built on those moments when no one's making you be decent. You just are. Real respect isn't loud in the moment. It echoes after you're gone. Look, you don't need to overhaul your entire personality tomorrow. Just pick one of these and try it this week. Stay calm when something tilts. Hold a boundary without being a jerk. Notice someone's effort and say so. These aren't performance tactics, they're just how solid men move. And once you start, people will feel the shift before they can even name it.